What's up, YouTube? With your boy Porter Rock 77 back with a quick video. I just saw a few minutes ago Kalie Da Scopes response. And I want to say I thank you for the response. Thank you for the clarification. I appreciate it. I wish you would have left the source and the link to where you got your console numbers from. But anyway, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I would like to learn from those numbers. But I want to show you where I'm coming from. Real quick, all right? Before your little correction, and you were talking about console numbers on the DirectX podcast, as you already addressed, you didn't break down the numbers. You just said a simple statement that the UK was the second largest gaming market, right? Now, at no point would I have been able to assume you're talking about console sales, and to which I say I would love to see your source of where you got your console sale numbers. I would like to see that. But again, in your DirectX podcast, you weren't talking about console sales. In fact, you were specifically talking about software sales and how Halo Wars 2 was doing good out in the UK. And that's when you brought out how UK is the second largest market, right? To which I still disagree in terms of game sales, game revenue, just gaming market as all. And I'm going to show you why. This right here, what you're looking at. Well, hold on. Let me share my screen real quick. And hopefully everybody see it. I'm going to share my screen. All right, let me go here. Okay, so hopefully everybody can see this. I'm going to make it bigger. Boom, okay. So what you see here is the 2016 Global Games Report. This is published every year. See this link up here? I left it in my description box. I highly encourage, if anyone's interested, go check it out. You read it. There's a lot of interesting information, okay? But I'm going to bypass a lot of this because I'm not trying to make this into a long podcast or, a long hangout or whatever. But as you can see here, this talks about game revenue. And as you can see, I'll just scroll by. Again, you can check this out yourself. They do charts. They talk about how much money. And that's when it all comes down to it. Console games, 8%. There's a lot of information. I'm going to leave the screen so you can check it out for yourself. But the most important slide I want to show you is this one. Boom. This one right here. You can see that? All right. Hopefully you can see it. I'll make it bigger again. All right. I'll make it bigger again. This is the slide that's important right here. All right. The top 20 countries by game revenue. How much money is spent? Billions of dollars. And surprisingly, China has taken over as the #1 country in game revenue. Now, it kind of makes sense because if you guys have been paying attention over the last 2 years, Sony and Microsoft has been making a huge push to get the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 out there in China. Huge unveilings, bundles. I mean, China started getting better bundles than we do. And now it makes sense why. Because, Microsoft and Sony saw that coming. And this is $24 billion. Because there's millions, so when you do the math, 24 billion. So China's at 24 billion in game revenue. Number two, and who was #1 last year, that's why you see the red arrow, because they were #1 last year, is the USA with $23 billion in game revenue. Coming in at number 3, Japan at 12 billion. Then South Korea, 4 billion. Germany, 4 billion. Number 5, Germany, 4 billion. Number 6, United Kingdom. Number 7, France. Oh, you all see the numbers from here, okay? But this is where United Kingdom's at. Number 6. And respectful, I'm not trying to disrespect UK. They're doing good. But I want you to pay attention to this. Their population by 2016 is 65 million people. And they generated 3.8 billion in game revenue. Japan has doubled the population, right? At 126 million. But they quadrupled the game revenue. 12 billion. Do the math. 3 billion, 3.8 billion, almost quadruple. We'll say triple, because we'll round this off. Let's round this off to 4 billion and just round this off to 12 billion. So we'll say triple. Only double the population, but triple the revenue until the game content. Now I get it. You guys don't like the games that Japan has. It doesn't match. It's not the Call of Duty. It's not the BioShock. I get it. But what Japan does like and the games they do enjoy, they buy a crap load of it. And that's just how it is. It's their taste. So you can't say Japan's irrelevant when it comes to gaming. They buy a shitload of games, as you see, compare. You see what I'm saying? And this is where I was coming from, where UK, hell, UK is not even number one in their own region. As you can see here, Germany. Germany buys a gold game. Slightly, just a little bit more, but it's still more, as you can see between the two. So United Kingdom is not even number one in Europe in their own right, let alone trying to give United Kingdom the number 2 tag worldwide. You know what I'm saying? And look at this right here. Just to show that this validity here, look at Brazil. Brazil moved up to number 12. Notice how Microsoft's been pushing Brazil and out there, trying to get their consoles out there. Brazil's market is going up. It's raising. All right? So that's where I'm going to tell you coming from. So because when you talked about UK, largest gaming market, there's no way for me to have assumed you were talking about console sales. And to be honest, I don't know why you were talking about console sales in the first place. Because this gen, PlayStation 4 is smashing Xbox One in console sales. So even with your clarification, I'm still kind of confused what you're talking about, because I don't know why you would bring up console sales when the conversation was about Halo 2 sales, which is software, and PlayStation 4 smashing Xbox One. So I don't see the correlation. Maybe you could do another video, tie it all in, you know, provide the link of your source, do something, because I'm willing to learn. You know what I'm saying? I'll learn from everybody. I'm a humble kind of guy. I'm humble. I'm very humble. I learn from everybody. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you could provide a source and you could tie in what you were talking about, making more sense. Maybe I just misunderstood where you're coming from. But you weren't talking about console sales on the DirectX podcast. You were talking about how great Halo Wars 2 was doing. And it was all, you know, was number 2 overall, number 1 on individual platform. You guys were saying stuff like that. And how the UK is the second largest market. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, all the revenue and all the game sales and consoles, I'm thinking gaming market stuff. Basically what this report touches on. And as you can see, it ain't number 1. And it's not, you know, it's number 2 in UK. I mean, Europe. So if you would have said that, all right, I maybe will get you. If you tried to say United Kingdom is the number 2 market within Europe, I'd buy that. I'd be like, yo, Kalie Da Scopes is right. He's on the money. But number 2 in the world? Could you not see the money? You know what I'm saying? You ever seen the show, Jerry? You ever seen the movie Jerry Maguire? Show me the money? Well, here's the money, baby. You know what I'm saying? If it don't make $1, then it just doesn't make sense, bro. So that's it, bro. You know, that's all I got for you. All right? But anyway, you take care. Hope you have a great weekend. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Thank you so much for viewing this. And that's it. But if you got a little bit more to teach, hey, I'm here to learn. I'm always here to learn. You know what I'm saying? Education only makes me better. But as I said, bro, if it doesn't make $1, then it just doesn't make sense. Yo, boy, Porter Rock 77. I'm out.